Good to have you in the com box. We've waited. We're set to go underway. First ball of the Ball full and is played defensively there. Careful start by the Brazilian batters. Opening the bowling for Team Germany is Asmita Kohli, who bowled brilliantly yesterday. And we'll be looking to do the same again for Team Germany. Interesting name there, Asmita Kohli. We all associate Kohli with runs, but the Kohli of Germany is associated with wickets.
Yeah, that's a very interesting one there. And the batting partners, batter number 1 is Daniela Stendon, and partnering with the wicket keeper, who's Evelyn De Souza.
The Brazilian innings is underway, courtesy of Daniela there, playing the ball on the on and picking up 2 crucial runs to get the account opening. Here comes Asmita. Flies the ball and is pulled away. Umpire says that is a no ball and a free hit for Evelyn, who will be facing her first delivery, and luckily a free hit. Can she free her arms up and take this out to the boundary? Free hit. She steps down and hits it very hard. That is gone all the way. Save your legs, Daniela. That is the first boundary of the innings for Team Brazil. And there's a lot of cheer from the dugout. They're underway. 7 runs already in this over with 3 more balls to go. Correction. Kohli comes again. Scut away. They're running hard. Will they come back for 2? They're pushing hard. They do come back. Close call there, but she makes it. Good start by Team Brazil.
Indeed, indeed. That was a really good start. And you can see a bold body language from Evelyn, who apparently had to begin her innings with a free hit. That's a very confident and bold move from her, stepping out of the crease to attack the ball that much.
Flighted outside off there by Kohli. Asmita Kohli, and is played on the back foot for another dot. End of over number 1. Score is 10 for no loss for Team Brazil.
A really good start from Brazil, and the people to actually watch out for includes Evelyn, who's an 18-year-old batsman, right-handed batsman. Her highest score in terms of her statistics is 35 runs, and she's had a total of 50 runs in 8 matches so far. So she is actually a power hitter and is a person to watch out for in Team Brazil.
Second over underway. Starts off well. And the fielder cleans up nicely there to make sure there's no single taken. Antonia continuing. Play defensively there again. Antonia Mayenborg is the other opening bowler for Team Germany. She'll be looking to back up Asmita Kohli, who went for 10 runs in her first over. And possibly get a wicket for Team Germany. Play defensively again there. Full edged to Gali, and they pick up a single there. Quick running. And Daniela gets Evelyn back on strike. Full toss there from Antonia is driven by Evelyn, but the fielder is nicely there to keep it to only a dot. Good over so far from Antonia.
It's an incredible partnership. It's an incredible pair, bowling pair. Given that
Shot, and it's pulled away. They push through for a single to end over number 2. The score is 12 for no loss for Team Brazil.
Clinton, as the pair seems to be doing much. Asmita is actually a person to watch out for, given that she took 4 wickets in her previous match in 3 overs. So she's quite a dangerous bowler, and as you can tell, they're both doing a great partnership in terms of like the first overs.
And here she comes, Asmita again to Evelyn. Flights it full, and Evelyn decides to let that one go. Asmita Kohli, as you've mentioned, Mary, is the pick of the bowlers for Team Germany, and she'll be looking to correct mistakes in her first over, which went for 10 runs. As she comes, she's pulled away powerfully, back over her head, and the ball races away to the boundary. And Evelyn is not hanging around. She's seen enough of Asmita, and she wants to have a bit of her. Pulls her straight for a boundary. Plays that one defensively. After getting a boundary, Evelyn wants to hang around. She wants to keep the partnership going with Daniela and utilize the power play for Brazil. Asmita Kohli looking for a breakthrough here. Nice flight outside off. And the umpire says that is a wide. You'll have to reload that one, Kohli. Asmita Kohli, who's not having a very good day so far compared to what we saw yesterday. But she is a good bowler and she can come back. And that is what Captain Anuradha is trying to relay. Flight outside off again, but short cutaway straight to the point fielder. Good comeback, you'd say, after that initial boundary there from Asmita Kohli. Another dot. A lot of energy by the Brazilian dugout. They've gotten off to a good start already, moving at almost 9 runs and over. And they'll want this partnership to go on along, at least give them a foundation to set a big total. Asmita Kohli, nice flight, steps out and is stamped by the keeper. That is the first wicket for Team Germany by Asmita Kohli. The ever-reliable Kohli provides another breakthrough here for Team Germany in their second game and gets the wicket of Evelyn, who was going nicely, stamped by the keeper. Katika does the job there for Kohli. Brazil is 1 down for 17 runs so far.
That was a really good comeback from Kohli, especially that she conceded almost 10 runs in the first over and giving German the first wicket of the day. There seemed to be, a lot of celebration coming from the German camp, all right? And the third the third batter in is Villaboas Lindsay.
"17 runs for the loss of 1 after 3, Team Brazil." Here comes Antonia to bowl her second over. Starts off nicely there. Bit of shape by Antonia. Bowling to Daniela, who's just lost her partner. Evelyn was going nicely. They'll have to rebuild. Still the power play. They still have to utilize the field restrictions. Here comes Antonia. Ball's full. Gone down the leg there and is signaled wide. Mary Azabata herself back in the day, when you open the innings and you start off well but then lose your partner still in the power play, what is the best way here for Daniela to go about the innings moving forward?
Well, at this point, you can tell that the partnership between Kohli the partnership between Kohli and Daniela is and Antonia, beg your pardon, is very strong. So as a batter, I think the first thing to do at this moment in time as a second over is to play safe until they're both done. Because looking at the Brazilian team, the earlier they lose the wickets, the harder it is for them to come back.
Villas-Boas to face her fast delivery from Antonia. She runs in. Ball's short and is played on the back foot to end over number.
मारती जी, फैंटेसी अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है।
अब सुनो, हम आपको जाने देंगे।
इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फौरन कैसे जाएंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
It's the fifth over for Team Germany, and Kohli will continue. Will give her the third over, bowling to Daniela, and it seems like Team Brazil have slowed down at this point after losing Evelyn.
Evidently has rubbed off on Daniela. She's not as fluent as she was with Evelyn. She's now playing defensively as we see her try and cut there. Pierces the gap. They're pushing hard. Will they come back for two? Villas-Boas says there's two on there and they come back eventually. Yeah, to your point, Mary, there's nothing wrong with rebuilding after losing your opening partner. But again, you don't have to be too defensive. It is the power play. You can utilize the restrictions while they're still there. And we'll see if Daniela, who just sees this one off, will try and make sure she gets through the power play without losing another wicket.
Actually going on very well. You can tell like she's very careful with the balls she's going for, and whenever An opportunity shows. Oh, that was a missed run out there after a quick fumble. It seems like the Brazilian team can run as well.
Villas-Boas facing up to Asmita Kohli. Balls it short outside off. Cuts away straight to the cover fielder who keeps it to only a dot. Germany, sort of a comeback for them here after the initial attack from Evelyn and Daniela. Here comes Kohli. She flights it full, but it's played defensively by Villas-Boas Lindsay to end over number 5. The score is 22 runs for 1 for Team Brazil.
It was a very good over, and as you can see, like, Germany seems strong today and very determined. And it is interesting, as I'm not sure if you followed their series with Austria. There was a lot of records that was registered there. You could tell after winning 5-0 in the entire series, you could see the aggressiveness they used towards that game. It seems to be the same that's operating at the moment.
Last over of the power play to be bowled by Antonia. Captain Anuradha has noticed the partnership, as Mary mentioned, of Asmita Kohli and Antonia working well, and she decides to give Antonia as well her third over, bowling now to Daniela, who's been there since the start. She bowls it down the leg and is sort of pulled away straight to the square leg fielder to pick up a single for Team Brazil and bring Villas-Boas on strike. 4 more deliveries left in the power play, Mary. Would you try and get a boundary or 2, or just make sure you don't lose another wicket in the power play?
No, at this point, I'll make sure not to lose with Team Brazil. I would make sure not to lose a wicket at this point. But you can see that was strike through to mid off all the way to the boundary. A great, fantastic shot from Villas-Boas to just echo a little bit about what Clinton was going for.
Antonia to Villas-Boas, who tries to pull the ball that is way too full. Picks up 2 leg byes there. Good running by Daniela as well. Signal there from umpire Olivier of the leg by. And Brazil keep ticking on. Antonia balls down the leg again, and the keeper could not hold on to that one. Ball is racing away. Will it get to the boundary? Christina Goff does the cleanup job, and they pick up another 2 to add on to the boundary. 3 more runs in their over.
It's a very expensive over for Team Germany at this point, and would like to see probably Antonia bringing a comeback. Probably her second over was really delivered very well. Hope to kind of complete the over well. A good run there.
Yeah, maybe the strategy by the captain to give her a third over wasn't the best of decisions. But that being said, the power play is done. Brazil have managed to get 33 runs for the loss of 1. Not a bad power play, Mary.
In 6 over, I agree. That was a great power play from Team Germany, especially with the way Evelyn had started her innings. I was looking at about 40 by the end of the power play. What was your prediction?
Actually, I was looking at 60 when Evelyn was still there. But that is cricket and that is T20. It changes every minute. But I don't think it's a bad score as well. Maybe Daniela did do the right thing and just decide not to lose another wicket and stay there and give Villas-Boas a start as well. New bowler coming in is Sharanya Sadarangani, who bowls to Villas-Boas that is down the leg, and the keeper takes the ball nicely. Starts off with a wide there, Sharanya Sadarangani, who batted well yesterday and did deliver a couple of overs for Captain Anuradha. Sharanya, much better line there. Struck to the long on. They're pushing hard for two. And Daniela runs hard and comes back for a second. Villas-Boas Mary seems not to have had any trouble to get her innings underway. She seems to be comfortable already. And she hasn't been there for too long, I would say.
Yeah, she seems to be building her innings properly. I think that's her gameplay. And again, you could tell from the statistics, she's a slow starter. Probably her strategy is to get her pace going and get comfortable, then go for it.
Big shot there from Villas-Boas. Ball in the air. Will they get? The fielder cannot get to it, but Brazil do pick up crucial tools. Mary, it seems like Villas-Boas is not there to hang around. She wants to get the game going.
Yeah, and interesting enough, she had to time for the end of a power play to get all this going on. So perhaps Sharanya is actually the bowler she was waiting for.
Outside edge there, straight to the field at the circle. There's still a quick single to bring Daniela on strike against Sharanya, who hasn't had a good start as well, you would say.
One thing I'm liking about the partnership, the batting partnership, is that the running between wickets, they're not leaving anything to chance.
Loud appeal there, and the umpire raises the finger. Mary, as you've just mentioned, the running, I think this time it's cost them.
Oh no, yeah, that's a fall of Villas-Boas, who had started to energize ourselves and also entertain the crowd in this T20 game. For the people who are joining us live, we are coming to you live from Gahanga Cricket Stadium. It is day 3 of Kwibuka Tournament, and Brazil is taking on Germany here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium. The new batter who's in is De Souza Renata. De Souza Renata, is she the person to anchor Team Brazil to the score they opt to get to?
The keeper for Team Germany, Katika, again involved in the second wicket for Team Germany. I think maybe Team Brazil was slightly too greedy there. They were picking up the quick singles, and maybe this time the fielder on the 30 there, third man, knew they would try and steal, and she picked up cleanly and threw to Katika, who effected the run out. And
Clinton, at this rate, what do you think will be a comfortable score for Brazil to set that they can defend, given that you've kind of watched their games in their previous matches? What do you think would be a comfortable score?
well, from what I saw yesterday by the Germany batting, I would say anything above 100 could be a bit of a challenge for them to chase. But that being said, I don't mind going even up to the 140s or 150s. They've got a very good start here. Almost 40 runs in 7 overs. If you project that for 20 overs, obviously 120, 130 is on the cards.
The new bowler in is Milena. Milena bowling Daniela, coming from the pavilion end. She is a medium pace bowler, and it seems to be the medium pace to be working because Daniela seems to be struggling with getting any runs out of her deliveries.
Milena balls to Daniela and is signaled wide by umpire Olivier. Yeah, Mary, it seems that every time Brazil get going, they lose a wicket. Germany, on the other hand, are doing well to make sure the partnership doesn't grow. So it would make sense for Daniela to still play defensively, even though she's been there from the start. Milena balls short. It's driven straight to mid-off. They cannot be able to pick up the single. Good fielding. Gets some tap there from the fellow teammate. Is Captain Anuradha. In comes Milena again to Daniela. Balls short outside off, way outside off, and is signaled wide by umpire. Shot again. And she's been punished by Daniela. Down the ground there, all the way for 4. A bad ball, you would say, Mary.
I agree. That was very short, and knowing Daniela with her even body language there, she will anytime go for that. That was a very good shot from her, straight to the boundaries.
Milena looking to correct. Balls way full and is seen off by Daniela, who wants to play a long innings. You can tell she's not playing any rush shots. She's just waiting for the bad ball, and when they do come, she punishes it all the way. You'll have to reload that one again, Milena.
Yeah, I think other than all the extras she's giving, she's pretty much bowling well. Yeah, this is going to be a very expensive over for Team Germany. And I'm not sure, what do you think about her body language? She seems to be disappointed by her failure to deliver properly.
Lights outside off. Good effort there by the fielder. Yeah, I think maybe the fact that this is their first game at the Gahanga Oval, Germany, they're just still trying to adjust to the pitch.
ये पक्का अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे।
ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको?
फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है, आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवा देंगे।
कल जाने देंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Today on this ground, but pretty much you can tell.
Sharana continues, starts off with a dot. We are yet to see spin from Team Germany. Mary, you've seen the pitch. Would you say is a pitch that would assist the spinners? And can Captain Anuradha bring in the spinner already?
I would do so. I would do so, given that, especially that Evelyn is off at this point, because Evelyn seemed to be very entertained with spin, and you can tell the way Daniela is playing even slow balls. She's kind of more of an entertainer when it comes to pace bowling. So right now, if I would definitely bring in spinners to kind of test the waters and see if we can pick up more wickets.
That is ball down the leg there, and the keeper could not pick up the ball. Races away. 5 wides there from Milena. Good over until that point from Milena. They wouldn't want to give any free runs to Brazil. They're fielding well. They just need the bowlers to bowl good lines. Daniela, though, and Renata will not mind any bit. Driven there by Renata straight to the fielder.
That was a close one there. Team Brazil almost lost Daniela there of poor communication in between the wickets.
Driven again. This time they do make it for the single.
She managed to pick a gap there. That was a really good call. That was a really good call.
Milena runs in to bowl the last delivery of the over. Sees off the over in good fashion to end over number 9. The score is 53 for 2 for Team Brazil.
Good comeback, I would say, from Team Germany, especially after a very expensive over that just ended. And you can tell that the Brazilians seem to still be on play, and they don't seem bothered by the 2 wickets that has fallen. Daniela, you can tell Daniela is in there and very confident, as usual, as expected anyway.
The other game going on at the IPRC Oval, Uganda batting first are 32 for 2 against Tanzania, who have both won 1 game so far in the Kwibuka 8th edition of the women's competition. And here comes new bowler, is Captain Anuradha, who starts off well, straight on the mark. Quick single there from Renata and Daniela to bring Daniela on strike, facing Captain Anuradha, who has decided to bring herself on, try and get a breakthrough for Team Germany.
Anuradha has shown pretty good leadership. You could tell from you could tell from her body language itself, and also you can tell from how she's managed to plan her innings. Even from the previous games, she seems to be a very hands-on kind of captain.
Yep, and they actually lost yesterday. And post-match interview, here comes the captain. Another dot. She said she was very proud of her teammates and how they handled themselves, which I feel is a very good way as a captain to handle a loss. And as we see this time, she's realized maybe this partnership could be a threat, and decides to bring herself on and take matters into her hands and try and provide a breakthrough. Bowling well so far. Captain Anuradha. Shot way outside off, but she'll have to reload that one. There is sometimes a loss is where you can judge a captain, and I felt that the way Anuradha handled that loss yesterday to Team Nigeria was very admirable. She comes in again, bowls a better line. They push through for a quick single. Will they come back for 2? They decide not to. Never run off a misfield in cricket, and that is what Brazil decide not to do.
You're right, Clinton. To your point, being a captain is more than, you know, it's more than just the name itself. It's about the entire team, the well-being of the team, and that has been pulled for a boundary. Renata picks a clean boundary as the captain tries to change her line.
Good shot there by Renata da Sousa ends over number 9. The score is 60-2 for Team Brazil, sorry. First half of the innings is done. 10 overs gone. Brazil going at 6 runs and over. Milena continues. Balls to Daniela, who edges down to third man. And they push back for 2. Correction, bowler is Sharanya Sadarangani. Bowling to Daniela, who picks up 2 there. Sharanya to continue. Ball full, outside off, and is played defensively there to the cover fielder. Very good batting from Daniela, I must say, Mary. She's been there from the start and is still going strong and composed.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think her role is very clear at this point, is to probably anchor the team as much as she can. Yeah, as she's been playing very safe and only going for those bad balls only. So it seems like the mission is very clear. Daniela is supposed to stay in there and get other people rotating around her to try and bring the runs up.
Hit hard there by Renata, and they managed to pick up a single off the misfield. I think Team Brazil have caught up very nicely to this competition. They seem to be a better team today than what we've seen previously, and the role of Daniela will be crucial for them on posting a reasonable total. Sharanya balls, that is way down the leg. Was there a tick onto the pad? The umpire says no, that is a wide. Good keeping so far from Katika, who has been involved in both dismissals and is cleaning up those loose deliveries for Team Germany. Sharanya is cut away there by Daniela. Good fielding to keep it to a dot. Ends over number 11. The score is 65-2.
It is pretty interesting to see how beautiful the body language from both teams are. This seems to be all switched on, and given that they're all debutants in this Kwibuka tournament, it should be a very exciting moment and period for them, and a tournament for them.
Yes, Mary, you did mention both teams have just now joined Kwibuka Women's Tournament, which is growing every year, and we are very pleased to have Germany and Brazil joining this nice competition. But of course, the energy, I would say, is because they are all looking for that first win and get their account underway. Captain Anuradha decides to bring in a new bowler. Only bowling 1 over, interestingly, Captain Anuradha, and deciding to bring in a new bowler to try and provide a breakthrough. Full toss, and is hit very hard. They're pushing hard. Will the ball get to the boundary? They run through for 2. New bowler for Team Germany is Janet Ronalds, who also opens their batting. Good partnership so far here for Team Brazil, Mary, after losing those 2 wickets.
I agree, and Janet is not one to play games as well, even on the field. You could tell in her fielding. That was a missed catch there. Interesting enough, that was the position that Janet was fielding, and for some reason when she decides to bowl, that's where all the balls are kind of going.
Chance there by Christina Goff and Asmita Kohli. Here comes Janet again. She'll have to reload that one again. Brazil have quickly recognized that the way to go here is quick runs. They don't get the boundaries, they'll still push hard and get the singles and twos to keep the score ticking.
And that is way dangerous because innings keep building, and as well as partnerships, they keep building, and the more they build, the difficult it is to break, you know.
And something else that is going well for Brazil here is Team Germany piling on extras, as we see another one there from Jeanette Ronalds. The score is already at 70, and we mentioned, Mary, that 140 could be a good score for them, and it looks like they could actually get to even 150 from what I'm seeing so far. Janet balls a full toss and is hit away there. They're pushing hard, and they get through for the single. Daniela on strike, facing Janet Ronalds in over number 12. She sets herself nicely and runs in. Ball's full and is played defensively by Daniela, who wants to be there till the end. Good head on her shoulders there is Daniela, taking the innings deep for Team Brazil and trying to get every run.
There's something interesting that I've seen again from this match from Captain Akhada. She, in the previous match, she also bowled one over, and it seems like she bowled one over here and kind of stayed away for a bit. Do you think she's still looking to only end this innings with her one over contribution?
Interesting, Mary, there as we see Janet ball and is driven straight to the middle fielder who fumbles that one, and they get through for a single. Anuradha yesterday, as you mentioned, bowled only one over, and actually was a very good over. She didn't come back to bowl any other over, and today we've seen her bowl another one over, good over, and still doesn't come back again to bowl a second. So I don't know, maybe if she's not a miss there, I don't know, maybe if she's
कितने पैसे चाहिए?
पैसा नहीं, इज्जत। मोहल्ले के चिरकुट लौंडे हरा रहे हैं मैं फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स में। आप एक्सपर्ट हो, सिखाओ।
सिखाऊंगा तो जाने दोगे?
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा। इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
They're really looking very good at this moment, and I agree with you, Clinton. This looks like a 150 for me, especially judging from the body language they have in there. They seem to be in there. Daniela seems to be in there to stay in there and get runs for the team.
Sharanya to continue, and they pick up a single for first delivery of over number 14. Correction, over number 13 being bowled by Sharanya, who bowls to Renata, who's driven through the covers there. They're pushing hard for a second and they do come back. Good running by Team Brazil.
That is more like the fifth shot I've seen from Renata going there. So I keep on wondering why not set the field to what she plays.
Full again, and as we've just mentioned, Mary, the same shot again, and this time the ball is racing away. They come back for two. Will they come back for a third? They decide not to. I think Captain Anuradha should listen to Mary, because she just predicted that shot and actually do put a fielder there. As we see Sharanya getting ready to bowl another ball. Still no change, Mary, interestingly.
It is interesting because she's shown so much strength with that shot, and she's been picking 2 runs every single time. So that is the 7th shot the same shot, either picking 2 or 3 runs. As a captain, what would you do?
And actually, that last ball you've seen, she was trying to play the same shot again, though she missed. And again through there, the covers. The ball is now racing away. This time might cost them. Good effort there by Asmita Kohli. And they pick up 2 again. Team Germany needs to quickly identify that Renata is very good on the offside and try and set a field or even get someone deep onto the covers there, deep cover. Sharanya, or maybe Sharanya now will be bowling straight. Driven there straight to the short cover to end over number 13. The score is 81 for 2. Waiting patiently there is the net runners for Daniela to be ready and face up. Here comes Janet Ronalds bowling to Daniela. Ball's full and is driven but doesn't time it well. They do pick up the single though and gets Renata De Sousa on strike.
Janet is back on delivery, and it seems that she looks to correct her previous over that was very expensive for Team Germany. There's a very beautiful running there. I think Team Brazil is obviously capitalizing, making good use of the poor fielding that is going on in one way or the other from Team Germany, and also any bad ball is clear to the boundary. That is a very good way of building your innings. What do you think, Clinton?
Not bad, but they need to be careful. They lost 1 wicket to a run out, as we see Janet Ronalds bowling to Daniela, who pushes it through mid-wicket there. They're running hard. Will they come back for 2? They come back for 2. Good running, good running. Are we going to see now Daniela shift to gear number 4? Let's wait and see. She's taking her time. Take strike. Janet Ronalds running in. Ball's full again and is driven down to deep mid-wicket, and the ball races away for another boundary. Daniela carrying here the innings for Team Brazil, and the score moves on to 89. She's been there since the start. She's lost a few partners, but she's still going strong. And Team Brazil are eyeing a reasonable total here in over number 14. Jeanette Ronalds immediately makes a change and puts a deep mid-wicket. Runs in again. Another big shot there from Daniela. The ball is racing away. 2 boundaries in a row for Daniela Mary.
Daniela is on fire here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium. And as I told you, Clinton, from her stats, you could tell she starts in a very slow manner building her innings. And I think she's gotten to her threshold now. She's on her peak and entertaining the crowd. You can hear from the background shouts and from the Brazilian camp, everybody shouting and screaming Daniela's name.
I want to see a third one here. Will she hit a third boundary? Here comes Jeanette Ronalds. She hits it well, but this time straight to the bowler, Jeanette Ronalds. Team Germany seem to be adjusting to whichever boundary that Daniela scores. They immediately put a long on after that deep mid-wicket. And that ends over number 14. The score is 93 for 2.
Yeah, Brazilian team is really doing well, especially after the fall of only 2 wickets, so meaning that they have a lot of resources left to their disposal. I think this might be the reason Daniela is now taking herself out there, because she looks back at the scoreboard and says, we still have resources behind. Even captain is not in yet.
As you see, number 38 there on your screen, it's just come on the field. Paris Waden Paul coming on for Captain Anuradha, who has to quickly rush to the physio to be checked. We hope she's okay. Over number 15 to be bowled. The Sousa Renata is on strike. Brazil going well here at 93 for 2. Daniela already on 29. It's been there since the start of the innings.
Interestingly, Clinton, did you know that Anuradha is a cardiovascular scientist?
Really?
She is, and it is interesting to see how much, you know, being a scientist, I can relate. It is a lot of commitment, to balance that with cricket, which is a full-time commitment. So it is a commendable efforts from her end.
New bowler is Suzanne, who playing her first game here. Ball's shot down the leg. Mary, actually, I didn't know that Captain Anuradha is also a scientist. She's not only the leader of the Germany women's national team, she seems to be someone who will be saving lives. Suzanne comes in. It's driven hard by the Sousa Renata, who gets Daniela on strike.
Yeah, I like the body language from Suzanne. She seems to be, even from her run up, you can tell she's in business, not playing games.
Excited, of course, to play her first game. She had to watch at the sidelines yesterday, and she's been given a chance to play by Captain Anuradha, and she wants to make a point. Balls to Daniela. And she bowls her! As Mary just mentioned, Suzanne is in with energy and provides the much-needed breakthrough of Daniela. Wonderful there, Mary.
A great breakthrough for Team Germany. I know I'm really usually entertained by body language, but usually body language never lies. Sometimes it gives you results. She had to prove herself, which she has, to her own captain and her own team, to give Team Germany a breakthrough they have been longing for, to break that partnership between Daniela and Renata. It's That was a strong partnership that took Team Brazil all the way to 95 runs. Now incoming is the captain herself. Captain herself, Madame Roberta Moretti. She is a lady of character. She loves to dance. I think, Clinton, I don't know if you've seen her dancing. She's always dancing. She has a very good attitude towards most of everything. It's her time now, captain's innings, to show that attitude on the crease.
Brazil and Roberta now facing Suzanne. She starts off defensively and sees her first delivery as a dot. I like the fact that Mary, Brazil is a team in good moods. They haven't won yet, but as you mentioned, seeing them in the warm-ups, they were dancing. It seemed like Carnival in Kigali, all the way from Brazil. Here comes Suzanne. Roberta could not get that away.
Yeah, you know, for some reason, most of their music is very much danceable, and I got tempted at some point when the national anthem was going on to do a tap dance.
Suzanne balls. Push shot there from Captain Roberta to get her innings underway. They're pushing hard for two. In comes the Susa Renata for the second run, and the captain is underway.
Yeah, that was a bit risky from the captain, especially that she's just come in, so she has a lot more energy. So if it wasn't for that misfield, I think there was a smell of another wicket going down of a run out. What do you think?
15 overs down now. The score is 97 for the loss of 3 wickets for Team Brazil. These are the last 5 overs about to be bowled, which in cricket we mostly call the death overs, where the team bowling will be trying to restrict run flow and the team batting will be trying to get as many runs as possible. And Captain Anuradha, who's now back onto the field, who's still being checked. The vice decides to give the ball back to Asmita Kohli, their best bowler.
And this time she's coming from the pavilion end. Let's see if there's going to be a change. Oh no, that's a misfield there. That gained Team Brazil a quick run, knowing that they capitalize on any of the shortcomings. They were not going to leave that to chance.
Captain Roberta taking guard on middle stump, getting ready to face Asmita Kohli, who will be looking for another wicket here for Team Germany. The score is 98. In comes Kohli. Nicely flighted, and is driven, pushing hard for a single there. They get there eventually. Very good energy from the Brazilian dugout. All the support they can to the batters. Asmita.
There seemed to be a reduction in the energy from the body language of Team Germany, seeing they're giving away a few runs from misfielding.
Ball in the air there, and the catch is taken. Another wicket down. The Susa Renata also has to leave after seeing a very good partnership with Daniela. They both go in quick succession. An appreciation there from Captain Roberta as we see the Susa walk off. She did her job, you would say, Mary, but she has to go, and Team Germany are doing what they need to do at the back end of the innings.
Agreed. I think the mission here for Team Germany is to restrict them to at least 120, and with this
a start, I would say, which would buy you a few dots here and there. The new batter in is Da Silva, but on strike is Captain Robalta, who pushes it very hard there. They pick up a single to get the new batter on strike.
100 up for Team Brazil there. Well done. That was a well-deserved one.
Smita Kohli provides the breakthrough for Team Germany in her return straight away, as we see Da Silva Laura taking guard on middle stump. Laura to face a fast ball. Cuts straight to the cover fielder. Yet to get off the mark. But she needs to get going immediately. There's not much time. This is the death.
मारती जी, फैंटेसी अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है। अब सुनो, हम आपको जाने देंगे। इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फौरन कैसे जाएंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
They get through and brings now on strike Laura Da Silva, who's yet to get off the mark. Watching on the sidelines there, Captain Anuradha is still being attended to by the physio. We hope she's fine. Something that has to do with her lower back. In comes Suzanne, bowling to Laura. Huge swing there and she misses. And the keeper there, Katika, takes the ball well. Another dot. Brazil want quick runs here at the death. And that will explain why we see Laura, who's just come in, swinging very hard at that one. In comes Suzanne again. Another dot. Very good keeping by Katika.
Katika has shown exceptional keeping throughout the games that they've played. Very quick hands and very quick to assist the bowlers into getting batters out. Very quick reactions from her.
Another dot there from Suzanne, who's bowling very well for Team Germany. They don't have their captain on the field at the moment, but that is not going to relay or put them down. They are doing the best they can. In comes Suzanne again. Ball in the air, but the fielder could not get to it. But most importantly for Team Germany, it's another dot. Great over here by Suzanne, bowling over number 17. And it's only gone for just a single so far. Suzanne to continue. Very close there, almost ball around the legs. And the umpire says that is not a wide and ends over number 17. The score is 101 for the loss of 4 for Team Brazil. Over number 18 to be bowled by Janet Ronalds. Captain Roberta on strike. The score is still 101. Brazil, with 3 overs left in the game, will be looking to get at least 20 more runs. In comes Janet Ronalds. Cut away powerfully by Roberta, who scampers there for a quick single and gets Laura on strike. Janet Ronalds. Laura plays a big shot in the air. Drops just short of the fielder and they push through for a single. Mary, what is going on down at IPRC Oval between Tanzania and Uganda?
At IPRC, Uganda seems to be doing so well and have set already 83 runs with a loss of only 3 wickets. They're in their 17th over as we speak. So it seems they have 3 overs to kind of capitalize on it, but knowing Team Tanzania, they will have to set something above 100 for them to be above actually 120 for them to be able to defend it comfortably.
Interesting game there. We'll keep an eye and update you. Janet Ronalds continuing in over number 18. Balls way down the leg and very good take there by Katika. Brazil, on the other hand, here are going well at 105 with 2.3 more overs left to go in the match.
The game obviously has slowed down, especially that they have to build a new partnership. But again, the bowling has been...
Big shot in the air there. Will the catch be taken?
Oh,
she
no.
spills it. And they come back for a quick 2 there. Chance of a run out. Loud appeal and the umpire says no. Good running there by Captain Roberta to get 2 more runs onto the board.
That was very, very bold of them to come back for a second run, especially when there's an opportunity for a catch.
Laura seems to be the aggressor of the partnership as we see her face up to Janet Ronalds. Another big shot again. This time on the leg side. They're pushing hard. Will they come back for 2? And they decide not to.
Good decision, I would say, there, because there was a miscommunication.
Sharanya there in the deep, doing the job and making sure the running stays to only 1. Janet Ronalds will be looking to see the over off without conceding any boundary. These are the death overs. The batters will be looking to hit the ball hard. She comes in, balls to Roberta, who cuts, and they push through for a quick single. Christina there could not get to the ball in time and effect a run out, potential run out, which ends over number 18. The score is 109 for the loss of 4 wickets.
Yeah, Clinton, as you can see, I think right now the mission is very clear for Team Brazil. It's do or die. It's a running time. They seem to have read and analyzed the body language from the German team, who seems to have slowed down a little bit, and now they're capitalizing on that to their own benefit. At this point, even a drop, it's a run for them.
Mary, with 2 overs to go and the score of 109, what will you be looking to get with 6 wickets in hand in these last 2 overs?
Well, this would be the time to go big or go home, because at this point Brazil needs to at least get 120 for them to be very comfortable, knowing that Christina from Team Germany seems to be on form and a very big hitter.
Sharanya balls down the leg there. So Mary would say in the last 2 overs you feel 11 more runs is all they would want, or you would even push for as ambitious as 130.
I would be extremely ambitious, especially with all the resources that is left out there.
Well, it looks like Team Germany are helping them a bit with these extras. The score moves on now to 111 with still 11 balls to go in the over. Sharanya comes in. Correction there, it's Suzanne continuing, and she picks up the wicket of Captain Roberta. Very good catch there, and Brazil lose their 5th wicket. She races off the field to get the new batter in. Monteiro Nicole is the new batter in, exchanging was there with our captain. The message is clear: get as many quick runs as possible.
Suzanne seems to keep on proving herself and proving her worth, not to be on the bench for the next few matches ahead, and she's doing extremely well and actually giving very little, very few extras from her end, and seems to be breaking very strong partnerships. At the Kichukiro ground, Kevin from Team Uganda is slowly smelling her half-century, as she is expecting to get 3 more runs to get to the half-century mark.
Suzanne picks up another dot there in the 19th over for Team Germany, bowling to Laura, who is trying to hit everything out of the park. In comes Suzanne again. Loud appeal there, and the umpire says that is LB. Another wicket.
Another wicket. Another wicket for Team Germany. Again, Suzanne is the talk of the day here for this innings. She is doing it for Team Germany.
And the Brazilians are racing onto the pitch. It seems they are not really bothered much by the loss of wickets. They are trying to swing everything with these last few deliveries. As we see the new batter coming in, Garcia Silva, Maria, and taking guard. Suzanne, though, Mary, is sensing a 5-wicket haul here, you would say.
Would agree with the form and the body language she's showing. I told you from the beginning, she seemed to be up for business, and she is doing it very well.
In she comes. Down the leg there for a wide, and they still a single.
I agree with you, Clinton. I think right now the mission for the Brazilian team is to run at every side or every opportunity of a run.
Interesting there, Mary. We yet to see Captain Anuradha back onto the field. We hope everything is okay. Still getting treatment from the team physio.
That does explain why she didn't come back for a second over.
Yep.
Another misfield there. And a throw to the wrong end.
Yep, there was a chance at the keeper's end, but the fielder decides to throw at the bowler's end. With 1 over left in the first innings, Brazil are 116 for the loss of 6.
अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे।
ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको?
फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है, आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवा देंगे।
कल जाने देंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स
का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
To Monteiro. Let's see if Nicole will be able to a dot there. I think the assignment for Nicole is to get Team Brazil to over 120, and it seems like the bowling isn't helping that much. It's not in her favor.
Antonia balls, and she's bowled her. She's gone.
Yeah, that was a big wicket there.
Interesting, Mary, you predicted 120. They are still 4 runs shy of 120 with 4 balls left in the game. Do you think they'll make it?
It's the game of cricket, and knowing T20 games, anything is possible. But I can see it seems their mission is to get to 120, and now with the loss of 7 wickets, the chances are becoming slimmer, but they still have a lot more chances to get 120.
Hold on there, Mary. The new batter is called Lara. We all know the name Lara, Brian Lara. This is a female Lara, a right-handed Lara. Let's see.
Should we expect a Lara move here?
Let's see. Here comes Antonia. Ball short, and Lara pulls that away straight to the fielder though, and they don't get a run. Still 3 more deliveries left in the game. Can the right-handed female Lara get something for Team Brazil to get to that 120 mark? Tonya. Loud appeal, but that is going way down the leg. But crucially for Team Germany, that's another dot, Mary. Very good bowling here by Antonia.
She has been consistently bowling well. And I think now it's about restricting them to 116. But Lara needs to... That was a missed chance there. 2 missed chances, actually.
Yep, I think the fielding for Team Germany hasn't been of the best standards. We've seen a few dropped catches, missed runouts. And you feel if all had gone in the basket, maybe Brazil could have been restricted to maybe something less than 100. But now they're 117. And Antonia will be looking to finish off the innings with a dot or even just a single. She comes in. Loud appeal there. And the umpire says that is a wicket. Another wicket for Team Germany. LB is the batter gone.
And this is the end of our first innings. Good play there, good attitude there shown by both teams, and good efforts from Team Germany, restricting Team Brazil to only 117 runs in the 20 over with a loss of 8 wickets. Good innings indeed.
over. That is the first wicket for Team Germany by Asmita.
Team Brazil will make sure not to lose a wicket at this point. But you could see that was strike through not the running between wickets. They're not leaving anything to chance.
Loud appeal there, and the umpire raises the finger. Mary, as you've just again. And she's been punished by Daniela. Down the ground there, all the way for 4.
Team Germany is no other than Christina Goff and Janet Ronalds. And on strike at the moment is Janet. We saw her doing really well with the ball. Now it's her time to show herself with the bat as well.
First ball of the second innings. Janet Ronalds sees that. She sees it off. Bit of outswing there, but the ball is in the middle of the bat. Watchful start by Janet Ronalds.
The first over is taken by Ribeiro Maria. Eduarda, you can tell from her body language, she is here for business. She's coming all the way from the banana plantation end.
Shot there and is dismissed. Second ball of the match. She timed it well, but straight to the fielder. There, short mid-wicket, and Janet Ronalds has to go. As you've just mentioned, Mary, the energy from Ribeiro just bought them a wicket. Wonderfully taken there by the fielder, short mid-wicket.
That is a very, very, very big wicket for Team Brazil, as Janet is known to be the fierce one with the bat. Unfortunately today, especially for this match, she'll just walk off with no runs.
I was actually about to ask you, Mary, having played most of women's cricket for national team of Rwanda, seeing Ribeiro bowling with a cap on, is it something really that could have been detriment? And she answered me there with a wicket straight away, as we see Sharanya Sadarangani coming in at number 3, taking guard for Team Germany.
The people to watch for me is no other than Christina, who is a very well-known and a very resourceful all-rounder. She's played a total of 23 matches, and with the ball, she's taken 16 wickets. With the bat, she's had 577 runs in total. And the biggest score, the highest score she's had is over 100, 101 not out. So she's a fierce one to look out for.
Impressive starts there by the left-handed striker for Team Germany. Ribeiro comes in again, bowling to Sharanya. Good over so far. Bowling with a cap on, interestingly, Mary.
Very, very, very interesting. We don't see that very often. But it seems as long as she's delivering, you know, they say the results, statistics, and figures never lie.
I saw the same yesterday when Nigeria was playing Germany, as we see Ribeiro coming in again. Played straight to the short third. Women's cricket has a lot of these. You see bowlers bowling with caps on. I've not seen much of it in men's cricket besides Rohan Mustafa of UAE. I think it's something we can also, as the men, try and see maybe if it's something we can apply. It seems to be working for Ribeiro so far. She's gotten a wicket already.
It is. And interesting enough, all of those who've been bowling with a cap on, they've been doing really well. So probably there's a secret that other people don't know.
And now we get to see Christina Goff, who Mary just listed all her impressive stats. Face up against Ribeiro, who is bowling and is on fire at the moment, picking up the wicket of Janet Ronalds as well. Taking time there is Christina Goff. After playing very well for Team Germany yesterday against Nigeria, she'll be looking to do the same if they are to chase the score of 117 posted by Team Brazil.
Yeah, especially with the loss of Janet, it is basically time for her to rethink about anchoring the team at this moment.
First over done for Team Brazil. The score is 2 for the loss of 1.
A very, very, very good start for Team Brazil. There seemed to be a conversation going on there between the batters. What do you think that conversation was all about, Clinton?
Well, you would obviously know that chasing a score under 120, meaning you only need 5-point runs and over. You don't need to do anything rash. It's a single per delivery and you're over the line. So maybe Christina Goff there and Sharanya know they don't have to play any risky shots and they can still get the team over the line. Mary will have another game in the afternoon by the hosts playing against Kenya, and I would like to ask you an interesting question I've been wondering so far. You've played for Team Rwanda, but you've been in Kenya as well for a long time. I always ask myself, Mary, really, which side are you on? Is it Kenya or Rwanda?
Actually, I'm on the side of cricket. I've always been on the side of cricket. You know, trying to put me on the spot there. But at the end of the day, cricket wins. Not so.
We want to know, Mary, are you, as we see there, wide delivery. I've always wondered, Mary, you are the captain of Rwanda at some point. But I think that sometimes there's something that you like about Kenya. Spent a lot of time in Kenya, in Nairobi particularly. And I'll get to see in the afternoon what side you're on, even though you're a neutral commentator. I know I'll see something there when I see a boundary or a wicket go down.
Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. That's a very hot match that we'll be taking on this afternoon here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium. If you're joining us, we're coming to you live from Gahanga Cricket Stadium in Kigali, Rwanda, where Team Germany is taking on Brazil. It is the second team. It is the second innings, and Team Germany is chasing 117 runs. They seem to be doing well. That was close. That was close to the boundaries. The captain had to do the job there and save the boundary.
Good shot there by Sharanya, and they pick up 3 runs to get Christina Goff on strike, facing Nicole in the second over of the chase. Still needing 111 runs is Team Germany to register their first win of the 8th edition of Kwibuka Women's T20 competition. Taking her time there is Christina Goff, taking guard. Nicole is raring to go. Team Brazil, very energetic. They would love another wicket or 2 in the power play to try and dent the chase for Team Germany. As we see Nicole coming in, bowling to Christina Goff. Down the leg there. Wide signal by umpire Olivier, the Rwandan international. Walked away there on the leg. They're pushing hard. They come back for the second. Will they make the third? They decide not to. Both teams, Mary, looking for their first win. You sense there's desperation in the air.
There is definitely a desperation for their first win. But as you can tell, the left-hander in there, Christina, doing her thing with a very calm mind. I think that's what makes her a very good cricketer, because she's always calm.
Yep, very calm, and she knows if Germany are to get this total, she will need to be there at least still over number 15 and even above. As we see there, wide from Nicole, and they pick up 2 runs to add to the total.
As you can see, she's decided to play the anchor, especially after the loss, a big loss of Janet. Usually that partnership is Janet, the two of them try to push up for runs, but as you can see, the calmness seems like she is taking charge, trying to anchor.
There. It's not out. Mary, don't be fooled by her calmness. If they ball it short, Christina Goff has a very repeatable pull shot.
I just saw a big sigh from her, thinking of, I bet she was thinking of, why am I playing safe, this safe, only to get off on such a poor shot, just because I'm planning to anchor the team. So I think there's a lot on her plate at the moment.
Still 105 runs for Team Germany. 2 overs down. The score is 13-1, chasing 119 to win.
More conversation going in there between the batters. I think there's something to do with something that almost happened. I could tell from the sigh. And interesting enough, Germany has the recent game they had with Austria. Well blocked there. The recent game they had with Austria in August, they registered a number of records actually. So it was the first time they were registering a 5-0 win. They registered a 5-0 win against Austria in that series. 2 hat-tricks, and of course the opening batters. That's with the loss of Janet.
Beautifully played there by Sharanya. Cut away for a 4. They are well and over the required run rate here is Team Germany. They only need to keep going without losing wickets and they'll get over the line, I'm telling you.
Sharanya looks really good in this tournament. I think the last game she played, she scored over 30 runs. Playing as she's doing, applying the basics in place, and very calmly.
Brazil need to be careful here. They've started well, being energetic. I hope that boundary will not deter their spirits. Ribeiro balls again. Valiant effort by the keeper there to try and restrict the run. They come back for 2. Chance of a run out there, but Sharanya is very quick and they push for 2 there to add on to the total.
That was a good footwork by the keeper there, because that was definitely going to cross the boundary at that pace.
Mary, we know Brazil and football is a match made in heaven, so maybe there the keeper showing us a bit of a football skills. They did pick up 2 though, as Ribeiro runs in to ball to Sharanya, down the leg again. Good take by the keeper.
Seems to be struggling with the line there. Unlike her previous over, she needs to give us a good comeback if she's to restrict.
Outside edge, down to 3rd man. They pick up a single to bring Christina on strike facing Ribeiro.
Clinton, what do you think with the change of the fielding setup?
Well, I think that boundary from Sharanya was the key for them opting with a 3rd man down to the boundary. But you never know. It always has to come down to the bowler. If you feel that you can correct your line, you don't even need to change the field. But they decide to change the field, so it means maybe they want to stick to the line that Ribeiro is bowling as she runs in. Balls to Christina Goff, powerfully driven through the covers. Ball is racing away, giving chases the fielder. They come back for 2. Good batting.
So unfortunate that Renata could not stop that. She was going for a quick slide, trying to save that run using her feet again, but unfortunately she couldn't get it going, giving Germans a few more 2 more runs on their score.
Christina Goff on strike. Played well in the middle there, straight to the short cover to end over number 3. 3 overs down. The score is 24 for the loss of 1. Team Germany well and truly over the required run rate.
And at the IPRC Kichukiro ground, where Uganda is taking on Tanzania, right now the second innings have begun as Tanzania is trying to chase the 106. that was set by Uganda. As we speak, they're at 12 in their second over, 12 runs for no loss.
Sharanya on strike, plays that one straight to mid-off. In the fourth over of the chase for Team Germany, and the bowler coming in here is Nicole, continuing to bowl a second over. She bowls to Sharanya, plays it carefully. Team Brazil here, Mary, need a breakthrough or try and bowl some dose to create some pressure, because Team Germany is racing away with the chase at 25 already in over number 4.
I agree, they're really doing very well. So another misfield.
Deft touch there by Sharanya, who comes back for 2. And she makes it. Good batting here by the pair of Christina Goff and Sharanya Sadarangani, who yesterday both made valuable contributions for Team Germany, even though they did not cross over the line. And they look like if they keep going, they could get Germany their first win for their maiden appearance in the Kwibuka Women's Tournament here in Kigali.
That's very accurate, Clinton. Yesterday, they were the only ones who had double digits with their bats, off their bats. So it seems they're looking to anchor the team again today.
And of course, let's not forget their other valuable batter, Captain Anuradha, is not in the best of conditions. He's not 100%. So you would feel they'll take responsibility and try and make sure that the captain is not exposed, knowing that she's in pain. Ball in the air there. Wonderful shot from Sharanya. And the ball races away. Another boundary. Team Germany are marching along here. They pick up another boundary. And I think, Mary, will see another change, as I've noticed Brazil makes a change every boundary.
Yeah, Sharanya has started playing very nicely, and it's the same play she had yesterday. Very composed player, and interesting enough, she has not played so very many games. So far in her statistics, her highest score was the score from yesterday, and she seems to be doing really, really well so far. She's played a total of 5 matches.
मारती जी, फैंटेसी अखाड़ा में विदेश जाने का भी चांस है। अब सुनो, हम आपको जाने देंगे। इतना सिखा दीजिए कि हम फौरन कैसे जाएंगे।
फैंटेसी स्पोर्ट्स का
असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Reliable batter, as we see Captain Roberta opting to give Ribeiro her 3rd over, hopefully get another wicket or 2 for Team Brazil.
Clinton, as a captain, do you would you bring her again as soon as now, given that her last over she was struggling with her line?
I think, okay, I know for a fact that if you have only got 1 wicket so far and the team is going over the required run rate, you would like to give the same bowler that got you that first wicket another chance to see, knowing that they are still in the power play and they could still pick up boundaries with the field restrictions. So I don't mind the move from Captain Roberta, as we see Sharanya, who's been going well so far, face up. In comes Ribeiro. Sharanya there practicing a pull shot.
Renata seems to have made a good comeback for Team Brazil with the ball. getting her line right, and all the dots giving pressure to Sharanya, who seems to be having some replays of a shot she would have wanted to play for each ball. At IPRC, the game is still ongoing, as Uganda is trying to restrict Tanzania to 100 to less than 106. And at the moment, at the fourth over, Tanzania has 16 for no loss. Knowing Team Tanzania, they are slow builders and they take their time, but they get over to the crossing line before anybody could know it.
Last over of the power play here from Team Brazil. The score is 30 for the loss of 1. Team Germany doing very well, and Captain Roberta decides to bring on new bowler Villas-Boas Lindsay to try and see if she can get a breakthrough in this power play. She'll be bowling to Christina Goff, who has been at the other end watching Sharanya strike some boundaries for Team Germany. And you feel with the last over of the power play, they might try and get another boundary or two to make sure they utilize the field restrictions. Some pace there from Villas-Boas. Close call there, almost given as a no ball by the umpires. And Lindsay Villas-Boas will try and correct her lines and length for these coming deliveries. Bowling to Sharanya, who's looking very good. Loud appeal there, and the umpire says that is out. Sharanya has to go, and the chain from Captain Roberta works. Lindsay provides the second wicket for Team Brazil.
Making a very big breakthrough for Team Brazil at this moment, because the partnership was building very quickly, was building very strong, but unfortunately Sharanya has to run back to the German camp, looking a little bit disappointed. And the new batsman in is Wilhelmina. Here.
Usually for Team Germany, this would be the time when Captain Anuradha comes in, but seeing Wilhelmina Garcia walk out would initially tell you that Captain Anuradha is still not yet 100%, and they'll try and do the job if they can before exposing her and risking any further injury.
We can hear more cheers from the fielding team as they feel excited for breaking that very strong partnership.
Lot on the shoulders of Christina Goff, who's lost Sharanya now, and will have to try and keep Germany into the game, as we see Lindsay ball down the leg, an extra to add on to the total of Team Germany, which moves now to 32. Still in the power play.
Judging from Lindsay's body language, she also seems not there to play games.
Interesting action there from Lindsay Villas-Boas. Bit of a slinger. The ball gets through slightly quicker than you might think. And Wilhelmina Garcia will be looking to react quickly. Down the leg again, another wide.
Seems to be a number of extras being registered today from both teams.
Christina Goff having a look at the scoreboard. Still needing 85 to win, as we see an attempted pull shot there, and the keeper does not clean. They come back for 2 to add on to that wide from Lindsay Villas-Boas. Slowly but surely, Germany are ticking on. This could be a close game. Both teams looking for their first win. Wilhelmina Garcia on strike. In comes Villas-Boas. Another attempted pull shot, but
this is a very expensive over for Team Brazil. At this point, with the pace at which Team Germany is building and ticking on their runs, adding to their score, they cannot afford to give as much extras. So Wilhelmina might need to Lindsay might need to make a comeback.
good timing there from Wilhelmina, but straight to the short mid-wicket. The Germany batters timed the ball well, but I've noticed most of the times straight to the fielder, so it will be something the coach has to work on. Another well-timed shot, straight to the fielder again as they push through for a single. Slight fumble there, and they get through for another single as the power play comes to an end. The score is 38 for the loss of 2. Team Germany needing 80 more runs to win this game.
It is interesting to see how much it is interesting and also exciting to see how much improvement and development we are watching from women's cricket. That is being shown. A lot of skills and a lot of talent has been displayed, and in each Kwibuka, every season, we see good talent, good cricket talent from the ladies' side.
Ribeiro Maria Eduarda bowling her last over. Captain Roberta decides she'll bowl through in hopes of providing another breakthrough. Starts off with a wide. Lofted there on the on, and that ball will win the race and get to the boundary for another boundary for Team Germany. Ticking along nicely here, Mary.
I agree, and it's interesting to see if you can see her stance. She has a scary stance, Wilhelmina, there, and as I told,
she means business.
She means business, and she did show the meaning of business all the way from the beginning. So let's see, the intent looks good. All Team Brazil have to do is avoid the so many extras and try to restrict boundaries, because boundaries will build up so quickly.
Maria Eduarda coming now from round the wicket. Seems to work now that she gets a dot. Christina Goff has been there from the start, calmly watching along. She knows she'll be crucial. Another well-played shot through the mid-wicket region, and the ball is racing again. They push back for 2, and they will go for a 3rd as well. Good running there by Team Germany. Slowly ticking along. You can see the score now moving on to 46. Right in over number 7, and now Christina gets to face as well. She is the mainstay, the main batter for Team Germany. She knows it, and she wants to be there till the end and get the team over the line. Ribeiro Maria Eduarda comes in. Ah, she balls her. Christina Goff is gone. Oh, Team Germany would have liked her to be there, but she misses a straight one on his ball. She's very disappointed. Brazil, though, much needed breakthrough. This game is not yet over. Another twist. As we see the wicketkeeper coming now, Kartika, who kept very well in the first innings, and they'll need her now to try and stay there and get them over the line with 72 more runs needed to win this game. And the move by Captain Roberta to give Maria Eduarda Ribeiro her last over works as she gets the wicket of Christina Goff, who would have been so dangerous for Team Brazil. On your screens is Team Rwanda at the background as we see Katika facing her first delivery. Starts off watchfully. Team Rwanda in the background will be facing the defending champions, Team Kenya, who are now 2-2 already in this 8th edition. Rwanda having gone down initially, they bounced back yesterday and got their first win against Brazil. Katika, the keeper, gets her account underway with a short dab there to fine leg to retain strike for over number 8. 7 of us down. The score is 47 for the loss of 3.
This looks to be a very close game. Just in time when Germany is looking to build up a partnership, Brazil says, no, 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 no. We can't allow that to happen, and gets a wicket to slow down the game. Then they keep on building. And as we speak, in the 8th over, Team Germany has 47 for the loss of 3 wickets. And back at IPRC, Team Tanzania lost the captain, and now Fatuma, and now they're at 33 for the loss of 1 in 6 overs.
Bowling change here from Brazil as we see Lara coming in. Pulled away. The ball is racing away to the boundary. They're running hard. Will the fielder cut it off? She does nicely and they push through for 2. Katika there keeping the German innings going. And Lara now into the attack.
Good fielding there from Ribeiro. She shows that she can run faster than the ball. She continues to impress with the ball and on the field as well.
Lara balls to Katika, who cuts in the air, and the catch is taken. Wonderful catch there by the point fielder. And Germany lose another wicket. Oh, Brazil are still fighting. They're still in this game. They will not go down without a fight. And now we see the captain, Anuradha, finally stride into the middle.
Oh my, oh my, oh my. That's a good fielding from Team Brazil there. From Vilas Boas diving for the catch. I'm telling you, Clinton, today both teams are in for a business. I told you it's gonna be a very close game. Very interesting to see both teams very hungry to register their first win. It's a loss of the 4th wicket. Is Germany going to recover from this? Build up to get to the crossing line.
Well, Captain Anuradha decides to stride in the middle and try and play a captain's innings for Team Germany. Both teams looking for their first win as she takes guard. Lara immediately into the attack and gets the wicket of Katika. Wonderfully taken there by Vilas Boas Ninzi. Another twist here in this game as we see Lara coming into ball to Captain Anuradha. Flighted in the air outside off, and the captain starts off watchfully. Lets it go there. And Brazil are chopping again, and they seem to be having a second win after that wicket. Lara. Big shot there from Captain Anuradha, but she decides not to go for the run. Sends back the non-striker. Swept away there by Captain Anuradha, and she opens up her account with a single to get Asmita Kohli on strike. The name Kohli is a name synonymous with big runs in world cricket, and she'll be looking to do that for Team Germany as we see Lara finish over number 8. Score is 50 for the loss of 4 for Team Germany. Still 68 runs needed for Germany to get this first win for them in the 8th edition of Kwibuka. Mary, for some of our viewers in Germany or Brazil might ask themselves, why do they say Kwibuka? It's a local, I would say, local name given to this competition, and maybe you can try and help them understand what Kwibuka means.
Clinton, Kwibuka, and our lovely viewers, Kwibuka means commemoration. So it's a tournament that is hosted in the commemoration of the 1994 genocide against Tutsi that happened in Rwanda. So for the commemoration of fallen victims and comrades, this tournament is hosted. And this is the 8th edition of the Kwibuka tournament. And every year comes with its new color, its new challenges, and its new vibes as more and more teams register to come and join the Kwibuka tournament. I remember when it started, Clinton, it was just Uganda and Kenya and Rwanda. And as we speak, we have 8 teams. That was close.
And the umpire says she did not make it. Another run out and another wicket goes down for Team Germany. Brazil are starting to change this game, Mary. It looks like it's now going to Brazil's favor.
Oh my, oh my. You can see them dancing and enjoying their moment. They're doing very well on the field as well to restrict German. So it's now the captain decides to go and make her appearance after having a sick off. She seems okay from the body language, from what you can see. She seems okay. Let's see what she can do. She's a very determined captain who's well known for her leadership skills and also her bowling and batting skills.
The new batter on strike is Wilhelmina Garcia. They still need 67 runs, is Team Germany, to register their first win. Loud appeal there, and the umpire turns it away. Renata de Sousa is the bowler who just effected that run out to get rid of Captain Anuradha. And Germany are now 5 down, still needing 67 runs. Both teams fighting hard to get their first win. Renata comes in, is driven in the air by Wilhelmina.
Good fielding indeed, good fielding indeed. There's good intention that is being shown from both the teams. Although there's a lot of wickets that has fallen on the German side, this still shows good intent in terms of trying to get the win a reality for them as well.
Loud appeal there, but the ball is going down the leg. The Susa Renata bowling a good over here so far for Team Brazil. End of over number 9. The score is 52 for the loss of 5. In the middle is Asmita Kohli and Wilhelmina Garcia, who will be looking to try and get Team Germany over the line. Still 66 runs needed for them to win this game. As we see Lara get ready to bowl her second over.
Lara seems to be really doing a good job in a very quiet way for some reason. Her spell is ending really quick.
We see some turn there from Lara. Mary, every bowler in Brazil bowls with a cap on. I think Brazil is bringing something new, a new flavor to Kwibuka. It's something we hadn't seen much of in recent times.
A little miscommunication there, but ended up getting it right. No need to try and chance for a run with a loss of 5 wickets.
Lara bowling to Wilhelmina. Huge swipe there to the leg side, and they push through for a single.
For those joining us, we are coming to you live from Gahanga Cricket Stadium, where Team German is taking on Team Brazil here at Kwibuka, the 8th edition of Kwibuka T20 Tournament, hosted every year here in Kigali, Rwanda.
Asmita Kohli on strike, facing up against Lara. Those names, who wouldn't have loved to see Kohli and Lara play in the same era? Well, we have that in women's cricket now, as Kohli whacks the ball away on the chance there for run out. And the umpire says it's out. Wilhelmina did not make it in the end, and Brazil pick up another wicket. Game quickly going into Brazil's favor as we see another run out in this innings. What is wrong with the running, Mary?
The call, that was a very poor call from their end, and it seemed like they have been struggling, because that's the third time we are seeing miscommunication between the partnership. So I guess it was bound to happen if they were not going to rectify that. And it's a quick flow of wickets, quick fall of wickets from Team Germany, and the favor seems to be bending to the Brazilian side as we speak. Clinton, if you were the captain of the German team, what would you do at this moment in time to try and anchor the team and boost it back, make it bounce back on track as it was doing early on?
Number one, Mary, is avoid these unnecessary runouts. We've seen multiple runouts so far in the innings. They still need 65, so maybe get yourself in and try and see the game deep. Drag the game into the last overs. You never know. There could be some wires to come. There could be some misfield. So they don't have to really take the risky runs, as we see inside edge there. And they push through for a single. Close call there. Asmita Kohli almost falling short there. Team Germany still needs a lot of runs. At one point, Mary, when they started off the chase, seeing Sharanya and Christina Goff going nicely. You felt Team Germany had the upper hand. I don't know if that is what to say as of now, because it seems like Brazil are taking this game away from Germany.
As of now, it's hard to tell, especially with the loss of 6 wickets. The favors and the odds definitely look to be smiling to the Brazilian teams and dancing to the Brazilian tunes at the moment. The game seems to be dancing to the Brazilian tunes, but it's quite early to tell. You know, it's T20 and things change very quickly.
Renata de Sousa bowling over number 11, bowling to Milena Beresford, who bowled okay for Team Germany in the first innings and will be looking to try and help them again with the bat. In comes Renata, outside off, and Milena could not lay bat on ball. Needing 63 now. The run rate is climbing up. Over 6 runs already. Loud appeal, but that is going down the leg, and they still a single. Good running there by Asmita Kohli and Milena Beresford to try and keep getting these runs one by one for Team Germany. They will need something special to get over the line with only 4 wickets left. Renata down the leg, signaled wide by umpire Eric Hidgwa. Left-handed Kohli facing Renata. Almost drags that one on to the stumps. "11 overs down. The score is 57 for 6. Any advice, Mary, to Team Germany on how to go about getting the rest of the 61 runs needed in 9 overs?
At this point, they need to avoid the dots. I think they've, from the previous over, you've seen it has become a very expensive over for them, as they conceded about 4 dot balls in that over. So I think getting to push, which I'm seeing Kohli still, from Kohli's body language, you can tell that she's still in the game, and she might just be the person to anchor Team Germany, or seeing them off to the finishing line. But again, Team Brazil is not playing games here. The keeper is not playing games. Nobody, you can hear the shouts. Everybody is saying, see, see, see. That means, yes, yes, yes.
Lara there bowling some off breaks, and Milena couldn't pick the turn. The keeper, though, on the other hand, Victoria, with some quick hands. Interesting game going on at IPRC Mary. Tanzania chasing down 106 against Uganda, a formidable bowling side. Turn there again, and almost bowls her, and the keeper doesn't collect the ball well, and they steal a single to bring Asmita Kohli on strike. Kohli versus Lara. How do you like that?
Those are very, very iconic names in cricket, and we are very humbled to be dealing with the names in the female side of things right now. As you were saying, interesting game going on at IPRC, as Tanzania seems to be doing their usual thing they're known for, taking it slow, a step at a time, to get to the finishing line. They're at 50 for a loss of 1, 59 for a loss of 1. In 10 overs.
Lara. Sweep shot there from Kohli. They are running hard. Will they come back for 2? Misfield in the deep there, and they do eventually in the end come back for 2.
Yeah, a misfield from Silva has costed them a run. I really like the intentionality and the body language from Kohli. She knows that she has a lot of weight on her shoulders, especially carrying that name. I bet That is what she's banking on, and she needs to be brave at this moment in time for Team Germany.
Pull shot there from Collie. Ball is racing away. They push back for 2. Running hard. Mary, the name is Collie. Collie is an aggressive player who always means business. The intent has never been an issue with Collie, and I think Asmita Collie as well knows that and is showing that that name carries some weight.
Definitely, definitely. You can tell after all the runs she's been able to pick in this particular over, and she's still very hungry for more. You can tell like she's practically making sure that the name Collie does not fade away here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium.
Lara tempting there, outside off and very full, but Collie decides not to go for that one. Some pressure building here for both sides as we get to the business end of this chase for Team Germany. In comes Lara, flighted delivery, swept away to deep mid wicket. They're pushing hard. Will they come back for 2? And Milena sends her back.
I think at this moment the mission is to avoid any unnecessary risks, and rightfully so, for the loss of 6 wickets, and especially for the
अब सीख तो गए, अब तो जाने दो मुझे।
ठहर जाइए, कोई प्रॉब्लम हो गई तो कहाँ ढूंढेंगे आपको?
फैंटेसी अखाड़ा का 24/7 कस्टमर सर्विस है, आपकी प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करवा देंगे।
कल जाने देंगे।
Fantasy Sports.
का असली अखाड़ा।
इस गेम में वित्तीय जोखिम के तत्व हैं और इसकी लत लग सकती है। कृपया जिम्मेदारी से और अपने जोखिम पर खेलें।
Smita Collie taking much of strike at the moment as she faces up. Ball in the air. Almost taken there by the bowler.
I think if it wasn't for her speed, she had it. She had it, but she's well known for speed. You could tell even during her fielding, and it's the same with her run-up. She seems to be sprinting through.
Cover drive there from Asmita Collie from the left-hander, coming back for a second run. Good competition going on, Mary. It's getting closer. The pressure is building for both teams. We've been saying what Germany can do, but Mary, as Brazil, what will you be looking to do to make sure they don't get the remaining 50 runs?
It has been evident that every time a partnership is broken between the Germans team, there's a reduction in the pace. So as a Brazilian captain, I would look for another wicket to kind of break the partnership and slow down this, because it seems Team Germany builds up the courage and all that from building a good partnership.
Loud appeal there. Smita Collie missing that pull shot. Mary opts for an attacking field. She feels the way for Brazil to go is take wickets. I don't know if Captain Roberta feels the same. She's not making any changes in the field. Still has a defensive field. So many people on the boundaries. In comes Maria Elduada, bowling to Asmita Collie, steaming in. Ball's full and is driven in the air. Will the catch be taken? No, they're running hard. Get only a single there to bring Milena Beresford on strike.
Seems to be having a lot more lives than we expected. So far, she has escaped narrowly twice. At IPRC, the game is getting tougher and tougher as Tanzania is giving fireworks and dispersing the balls in all direction. They are currently at 70 for 2, not taking anything for chances and making the Ugandan fielders run around in all directions, trying to stop them.
It'll be interesting to keep an eye on that Tanzania versus Uganda game. It will be crucial as well for the teams playing here at Gahanga, as over number 13 is finished with a score on 66 for 6. They still need 52 runs in 7 overs. Is Team Germany, as Lara continues bowling to Asmita Kohli. Push shot there by Kohli. Ball is racing away, running hard. Come back for a second. As we see Villas Boas Lindsay do the cleanup. She took an excellent catch earlier on at point. Asmita Kohli Mary doing most of the striking, making sure she gets back on strike and take charge of the chase for Team Germany. They still believe. Watchfully play there by Kohli. She seems to be waiting for something short or too full. Anything in between, she defends it. Umpire Olivier signals a no ball there. Free hit for Kohli, who's been patient so far. Can she capitalize on this free hit? In comes Lara. Flighted delivery. Huge shot in the air. Running hard. Will they come back for 2? And the misfield means they'll come back easily for the second run. So the extra ball costs Team Brazil only 2 runs. As the score now ticks along, still needing 48 runs to win this game is Team Germany. Quick hands there from the keeper Victoria, but Kohli is back in time. Talking about the afternoon game, Mary, Rwanda versus Kenya. Some players in that Kenyan side you've played against. What would you say will be key for Rwanda if they are to get over the line?
Well, I guess, as we all know, we've faced Team Kenya so very many times, and in terms of their strength with the bat is unquestionable. So I bet for Team Rwanda, a good restriction, beginning with the bowling, would be a good way to go.
Another sweep shot there from Kohli, running hard. They pick up a single there. Mary, Team Kenya has been going very well. They've won 2 in 2, and Team Rwanda will be looking to get a win over Team Kenya. It won't be easy. As you've just mentioned, they need to make sure if Kenya bats fast, they don't get a very big score. As we see Lara coming in. Bowling to Milena. Is she bowled? No.
Good work from the keeper there. She's very, very switched on and not leaving anything to chance. And with her loud appeals, she's making sure people remember Victoria, the
Mary,
keeper.
she's so quick. I thought that was bold. Some quick hands there.
I agree. Very quick to that, to the bails. It's very impressive that we've seen very good keeping techniques from both teams. The keepers very quick and very switched on. And they seem to be making a statement also with the bat, so which is a really good thing.
And importantly, Mary, Kohli is still there on strike now.
Yeah, as I mentioned, our mission should be to anchor her team, especially at this stage, and ensure that runs are still being registered on her score.
Ball in the air. Chance of a run out there, but the fielder falls before she could release the ball, and Kohli scampers through for a single. Bowling her last over is Ribeiro Maria Eduarda. Bowling to Milena Beresford. Full, driven away. Pick up a single. Still fighting on, Mary, is Team Germany.
I agree. Both teams are switched on. The fight is still on till the end. And that's how the T20 game is. Fighting till the end. And on the other side of town at IPRC Cricket Oval, Tanzania needs 33 runs in 46 balls. At the moment, they've only lost 3 wickets. So seems like the odds are in their favor. Very hard to tell at this moment as they're in their 13th over.
In comes Maria Eduarda to Asmita Kohli, who misses that one. Good lines and good length there by Ribeiro. Ball in the air there from Asmita Kohli. Will she get the boundary? Lovely shot there. A flick by Kohli to get a much needed boundary for Team Germany. Loud applause there and cheers from the dugout of Team Germany. They still believe they're still in this game. 15 overs down. The score is 78 for the loss of 6.
Agreed, it's evident that the game is on until it ends. Great efforts there and good intent that is coming from the German side as well.
Bowling over number 16 for Brazil is Monteiro Nicole. Will be bowling to Milena Beresford, who has been there with Asmita Kohli for a while now. They've been in, they're set. They still need 40 runs to get Germany to a fast win. Here we go. Balled full, driven to short mid-wicket there by Milena. She cannot get it away at the moment. Asmita Kohli will be urging her on to give her a single. Good bowling there by Monteiro Nicole. Big shot there from Milena. It's in the gap. Ball is racing away. Much needed boundary there for Team Germany. Milena.
Come back from the two boundaries.
They still need more. They still need more, Mary. Still 36 runs to go. Milena would love another boundary here as we see Nicole running in. Full again. Driven straight back to Nicole, who rushes back to her mark. It's getting intense here at Gahanga Oval. Nicole. In the air again from Milena. Good fielding there from Nicole.
The pressure is up now. All the blood sugar levels are high, and you can tell from both the camps.
Chance of run out there. The keeper Victoria
Oh, no.
has been exceptional. Will not miss that chance as Milena is sent back by Coley, who realized she could not make it. And Team Germany lose another wicket, Mary. What is going on?
As I said earlier, it seems whenever they're about to build up a great partnership, there seems the mission for the Brazilian team seems to be about breaking the partnership. And as I told you earlier, that is what I would do if I was the captain, to avoid the building up of the partnerships. Because as you can tell from the previous over, they took their time, built their partnerships, and now it was time to go for it because they were getting comfortable at it and enjoying themselves. Apparently, Captain Roberta will not let that happen.
Playing her first game, Charmaine Manan is the new batter to join Asmita Kohli and try and see how to get Germany over the line here. It's not easy. 36 more runs needed in 4 overs as we see Vilas Boas Lindsay, Mary, who took that wonderful catch at point, come in to finish off the job for Brazil.
At this point, I think it's a matter of trying to rotate strike. And Kohli seems to be alert for that, because at this moment in time, they need the runs more. And they will get that only if they're able to rotate strike pretty well.
Seems to have been something on the part there of Asmita Kohli as the umpire doesn't give that a wide. Mary, still 36 runs in 4 overs. That would be 9 runs and over. What do you do as Asmita Kohli, who's just been rotating?
Exactly what she's done. Try to make sure you stick to the try to make sure you're on strike as much as possible, because she's been in there and she's been doing well. So as much as I can, I would try to keep rotating strike and keep myself on the strike as much as possible. And in there on the crease with Kohli is Charmaine Manan, who's looking to make sure that she anchors the idea of getting Kohli on strike as much as possible and make sure they rotate strike to try as much as possible to get German to the finishing line, which still looks a little bit harder to get there, especially at the pace of you know, dots and singles.
Three more overs to go, Mary. They need now 33, which means now the rate has been pushed up to 11, Mary. You said Asmita Kohli, being the set batter, can continue rotating. And my only concern is, do you think maybe she can take a risk or two, needing 11 runs and over? Or you still feel that rotating is the way to go, getting the singles and twos?
No, at this time, rotating would definitely be mainly Sherman's role. So basically, her mission should be to rotate and make sure gives the strike to Kohli. But now Kohli, it's a time that she needs to clear the boundaries to off this pressure, especially that the run at the moment the run rates are quite high. So to ease on the pressure, she needs to at least try a couple of boundaries and get Brasilia back to the game. The new bowler in is Nascimento Carolina.
She's been played away to deep cover by Shermaine. Pick up 2 runs. Mary, it's a new bowler and they need 11 runs. Can they try and take advantage or first see what she's delivering?
I think we don't have time and luxury. Team Germany does not have time and luxury to kind of see what the bowler is made of. It's time to actually show what you as a batter is made of for the bowler, because it's a crucial moment. It's actually a crucial moment for Team Germany that might be the turning point for this game if utilized well.
Nascimento balls short and almost misses the stump by fine margins. Well, Mary, which camp would you like to be in at the moment now? Still needing well over 20 runs with a few deliveries left. Do you think Brazil have the upper hand, or is there something special still to come from Team Germany?
I think at the moment the odds are so much in favor of Team Brazil, and that is in the air, but Ribeiro could not run fast enough to get under the ball. That is a wicket, another wicket down, and Brazil, they're dancing. German is dancing to Brazilian tunes at the moment here at Gahanga Cricket Oval as the 8th wicket is down. Shermaine, the lady of the hour, who was anchoring the team, trying to get it to the finishing line, was the actual target for Team Brazil. And you could tell the keeper and the fielders were not taking that for granted. They didn't give a chance at all. Well batted, Shermaine. As she walks off, and you can hear a lot of applause from the camp as she's anchored and showed what she's made of with the bat as well. Very good innings from you. And now the new batter in is Susanna McAnanama.
She doesn't have much time, Mary, to get in. As we see Nascimento, ball in the air. Will the catch be taken? Nope. And they push through for a single. Mary, Kohli is still there though. Remember, Kohli is still there. You would say Brazil has the upper hand, but I have this feeling that unless they get the wicket of Kohli, if she's there by the end, we could see an upset here with Brazil having the upper hand most of this chase.
Yeah, and getting excited too early with Kohli in there, it wouldn't be the greatest of the ideas, especially with the extras that are showing up in the last overs. So it wouldn't be of the greatest idea to be excited at this point in time. Fight is still on here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium till the last ball. None of the team is going down without a fight. A number of misfields there.
Sloppy there from Team Brazil. But Kohli will not mind. She takes advantage and steals another run there. 2 more overs left in this innings. Team Germany need 22 runs to win. 11 still an over. 23 correction. Still 11 point. As we see Villas-Boas, Lindsay top of our mark to try and secure this win. This is the penultimate over of the innings. One of the most crucial overs in T20 cricket. This is the over where a team can lose or win a game. You need to give the last over something for the bowler who will be bowling that over to work with. Villas-Boas runs in. Good start there.
Tension and pressure is building up here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium as the game, as we mentioned, it's a very close game, and up to now the game is still on. Both teams are looking to register their hunger to register their first win, and we are at the 18th over at the moment, as German requires 22 runs to get to the finishing line. Kohli is on strike. Swing and miss, which we've not seen much of. That is a very good sense of pressure building up. Villas-Boas, shot number 0-0.
Push shot there from Asmita. The ball races away. Another boundary, Mary.
A boundary, a well-needed boundary. You can tell from the German camp, the shouts and the screams. It was a well-needed boundary. It is now Kohli to help Team German to get to the crossing line. It's now or never.
I don't know if they'll get over the line yet, Mary, but the innings we are seeing from Kohli as she plays another shot, running hard. She will try and come back for 2. Pushing is Asmita. She comes back and she makes it, Mary. I don't know if they'll get over the line, but I'm telling you, Mary, I think Kohli is playing a blinder here.
It's a do or die for Kohli, and definitely that is the mission at this point in time. She is, and she has a lot of weight on her shoulders, and again, bearing that name, she has to succumb to pressure and deliver. 16 to go. 16 to go. It's an over. It's an over. 16 runs in the last over. And according to the history of the games that have been played, we've seen this is still possible, especially with the Kenyan, the game of Kenya versus Uganda, where they needed 16 in the last over, and Abuga magically gave fireworks to see Kenya register a win on that game. So as you can tell, it's still possible until proven otherwise by the last ball.
Yes, Mary, they still needed 16, as we are seeing here today, against very good bowling from Uganda, but somehow Kenya got over the line. So I would not assume that Brazil has got this already, as we see them taking their time to set the field, Nascimento has been given the responsibility as she runs in.
Well. First ball. That was a dot ball. Meanwhile, at the Kichukiro IPRC ground, Tanzania is looking very well, needing 5 runs from 18 balls.
We've just seen a very quick and wise, smart single there by Asmita Kohli, calling Suzanne in. She wants the strike with 15 more needed in 4 deliveries. Everyone is on their feet. Mary, is it possible?
My.
Asmita Kohli, will it get to the boundary? Marianne, it's a boundary.
It is a boundary.
11 more in 3. Are we seeing history here from Asmita Kohli? Germany to get over the line and get their first win in Kwibuka. Still needing 11 in 3 deliveries. Nascimento now under pressure. Asmita Kohli, how good has she been?
She's beautifully built her innings.
Loud appeal there.
Oh.
Given. Oh no, Mary, did I put the commentator's curse on her?
That seems so. She was going so well and well played, really. It's still possible. It's still possible. We still have 2 more deliveries to go. Them needing 11 runs. Well.
My apologies there, Team Germany and all German supporters. I hope I did not do the traditional commentator's curse on Asmita Kohli, who's played honestly and fairly. A wonderful knock for Team Germany. She dragged the game well into the last overs, and it's still possible with 2 more deliveries left. Nascimento, on the other hand, keeps her head cool and gets the wicket, much needed wicket of Asmita Kohli. As we see the new batter in, Mary, she needs to hit a 6 and a 4 or 2 sixes to win. 6 and a 4 would mean a super over.
Oh yeah, 6 and a 4 would mean we're still in business. But at this point, I think this is evidently a game down in the favor of Brazil.
Oh no, she can always overstep or ball a wide that goes for 4. I still have hope. Let's see. And no, that is a very beautiful shot from the new batter, racing away. They come back for 2, but Mary, well played to Team Brazil.
Really well played. They've shown a lot of sportsmanship, a lot of talent, and of course dancing never ceases to be evident on the pitch where Team Brazil is on. And interestingly, it's also a game down at IPRC as Tanzania register a win by 5 wickets. It's been a smashing morning, full of talent, entertainment here at Gahanga Cricket Stadium.
Very good game between Brazil and Germany. Brazil have registered their first win, and evidently they are from the dancing by Captain Roberta, who was very happy with the efforts. They had to dig deep. Asmita Kohli almost stole it from them, but they eventually do it. We'll be back with the post-match presentation with Mary. See you then. tip-off.